Well, hello again, everybody. It's Brian. I'm back. Got a lot of questions lately. Had a huge response about public servants being overpaid. I hope you got some value and some enjoyment out of that. Questions, been getting a lot of crazy questions, but some good questions too for Ask the Cool Cop. And I think the one that popped up most on my radar was from some dispatchers all over the country, asking me to explain when you should dial 911. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's a lot less than you think. 911, that is for emergencies only. When you dial 911, that goes into a call center where these dispatchers are sitting at. And they are writing down the information on the call to send to the officer out in the field to get them to your house. Now, if you're calling 911 for, let's say, directions to Pizza Hut or directions anywhere, or you're lost, or you want the number to a Pizza Hut, well, I should be sponsored by them because I'm saying their name enough. But anyways, that's 411. And they have this thing called the internet that you can actually look up phone numbers yourself. And if you go to a public library, it's free. They also have this thing called the Yellow Pages, that big book that comes on your doorstep. So let's help out dispatchers, policemen, firemen, by knowing when to call 911. When? Okay, when somebody's going to die. When somebody's in serious harm, or there's a chance that they could be harmed badly, that's when you call 911. If you hear your neighbors yelling and it's just yelling, I would call non-emergency. Now, if you hear things flying around and it sounds like a fight, that's something different. So when you dial 911, a police officer must go and investigate it. Must. It's a must. You can't stop it. They have to go and they have to check it out. So if you called over something stupid, barking dogs, kids walking out in the street, kids playing basketball late at night, they have to come out. Those are all non-emergency times. Nobody's going to die. Nobody's going to get hurt by those things occurring. So when you do that, an officer's tied up, usually two. In Memphis, we rode one-man cars mostly, so two officers were tied up going to investigate something where something serious could be happening. And the line could be tied up because of all these bogus calls. When I answered calls out in the on the beat, 80%, I would say 75-80% of my calls were absolutely redonkulous. I mean, I should have never been there. We're talking about squirrels in the chimney. Your son's ball is on the roof. Why would you call 911 for that? What else were others? I just read on Facebook the other day, somebody called about a peacock running down the middle of the road. How is that 911? I know a lot of people care more about animals than they do people. Not 911. That's where you call non-emergency. And the police get to it when people's lives aren't in danger. If the peacock gets hit, then it's just nature way of saying no more peacock on that street. So do your community service, be wise, be smart, call when it's an emergency, don't tie up people, don't waste their time. You wonder why sometimes officers might come and they might be a little agitated because you called because there's squirrels in your chimney. Think about it. We're human too. That's maybe something I'll touch on later is police officers, firemen, paramedics, they are human. They have feelings. They're just like you. Just because they got the uniform on doesn't make them any different. So that's it for this time. When to call 911. If you have any questions, please either enter under my blog or email me at briancook22@gmail.com, and I'll get to them as soon as possible. Make it a great week, and I'll talk to you soon.